in a world. Hey, did you guys know the Earth is actually not moving? The Earth is stationary. Did you know that? Do you think that the Earth is spinning right now? Well, this is a pretty big conversation, because if the Earth's not moving, that changes everything. So if the Earth's not moving, then it must be the center of everything that exists.
Flat or round?
It's flat. You know, just provably and measurably.
That's why when you look at the beach and you see the horizon, it's nice and flat. When you see the sea, and the sea is at sea level, and you use sea level to determine elevation to mountains, you know that it is flat.
Yeah, but you see, the guy's instinctive question was, is it round and flat? But I'm just talking about how the Earth doesn't move. The Earth doesn't move anywhere. So there's no physical scientific evidence in the history of mankind that's ever proved that the Earth spins, never measured it. I can actually quote Einstein telling you, I've come to the conclusion there is no optical experiment that can ever be done that would prove the Earth's moving. Uh-oh, this is awkward. So how do we know the Earth's spinning? Is it because we feel it spinning? No. Unless you're hammered. Maybe if you're hammered. Take a few tequila shots, you'll get them spinning. That's about the only way. Hey, wouldn't it be really dangerous for these guys to drive like incredible speeds in circles on an Earth that's spinning 1,000 miles per hour? Wouldn't that be weird? Wouldn't you have to account for that? Or you might die or something, right? Same with the plane. Wouldn't you have to know that? Or wouldn't everyone die if the Earth was spinning but no one knew it? No, they know they're spinning when they fly planes. That's why they fly them like it's completely stationary.
That's why it's called a plane, because it flies over guess what? A plane!
No way. This is crazy. So hey, just so you guys know, I am proud of Daytona for breathing the oxygen. Yay! Let's go Daytona, breathing oxygen out here, you rebels. You rebels out here breathing. I am very proud of Daytona for that. I wonder how many of you guys are partaking in experimental modifications of your genetics. That's about all I can say, because YouTube will kick me off. That's how you know they're not hiding anything. So we just wanted to let you guys know the Earth is actually the center of everything. It's called geocentric. You should look it up. It's literally never been proven that the Earth is in a heliocentric model. I could just literally quote every astrophysicist you can name. People don't know it. It's easier just to say that I'm crazy, but did you know that you can't prove if the Earth is geocentric or heliocentric? Heliocentric means it goes around the sun. That's what we were all taught. How'd they prove that? Did they prove that? Yeah, of course they proved that. Duh, you're crazy. They actually admit that there's no way you could ever prove it. They say everything disperses equally out from the Earth, and you could never prove that the Earth wasn't the center, so maybe you should reconsider. If the Earth is the center of everything, it probably had to be placed there, didn't it?
Probably had to be created.
Oh, that was a bad word.
How dare you tell me I'm special? How dare you tell me that I didn't come from a retarded monkey?
Wait, are you saying we didn't come from rocks and monkeys? How dare you? Hey, to quote a NASA, since everyone loves NASA so much, I'll quote a NASA employee. You're just nothing more than complicated rocks. You're just a rock. When you go hiking a mountain, that mountain is your cousin. This is a NASA employee, Michelle Thaler. Oh man, that's not weird. You know you didn't actually come from rocks, right? You know rocks aren't alive. At least they say that. So anyway, we're just letting you guys know that it sounds crazy, but the Earth is geocentric, bro. NASA's lying. NASA's lying. Just like when they said they went to the moon. If you don't know, the moon landing was fake. Let it go, bro.
Just like they say, space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. It's made in a Hollywood basement, guys. Sorry to burst your bubble. NASA uses green screen, harnesses, wires, and low-quality CGI, honestly. They could do much better with the $60 million they get every single day.
Speaking of bubbles, did you know that we've actually seen air bubbles come out of astronauts' helmets when they're in space? Hey, how are there air bubbles in space? Well, we asked the astronaut that supposedly went to space. He didn't have an answer either. It was weird. You want to know why it had bubbles come out of their helmet? Because admittedly, NASA has a huge ISS, the same size as the ISS, that they train on inside of a pool. It's underwater. You know what happens when you have air introduced to water? You get air bubbles. They're swimming in a pool and telling you that they're in outer space. And you guys still think it's real, bro. They lied about the moon landing, but they're telling the truth now. We can trust them now. Hey, did you guys know the moon landing was fake? You guys know the moon landing's not a real thing, right? No? Just trying to help you out, bro. Let's go, Brandon.
They faked the moon landing.
Let's go, Brandon. They faked the moon landing. The Earth is not a planet. How dare you? How dare you? Don't you take my let's go, Brandon.
So wait, if we're spinning through space, why do we have the same constellations and they never change? And they reset every year, so whatever star constellations we have above us today in 365 days, they'll be the exact same ones in the sky. That's kind of weird if we're zooming multi-directions through this crazy traffic jam of asteroids and planets and supernovas. Seems super weird.
In a row. Hey, you two, let me know. Can you hear when we're talking? Can you hear us? Hey, did you guys know the moon landing was fake? And that they've never been to outer space? You could never go to outer space? All of that's stupid and dumb? Yeah, it's called the Second Law of Thermodynamics. Outer space couldn't even exist as a vacuum. That's literally dumb. If you guys still believe in the moon landing, do you also still believe in Disney movies? Is Little Mermaid real too?
Well, I saw it on TV, so it must be real.
At least Little Mermaid had better graphics than the moon landing.
True.
Dude, I can make a better moon landing video on TikTok right now. Give me 5 minutes. Actually, it'll be better because I won't just defy physics jerking all around. The funniest part though, we go around, we ask people, we're like, yo, do you think the moon landing's real? They're like, yeah, for sure. They're like, have you ever watched it? No. I've never even watched it. Hey, shouldn't that be like the first video they show us in first grade?
Yeah.
This is the greatest accomplishment in mankind history. People landed on the moon. Check it out. You know why they don't show first graders the moon landing? Because they would laugh and say this is incredibly fake. Literally. They've watched better movies. How dare you?
When they also lost all the telemetry data. They destroyed the technology.
What is that?
I don't know.
Truth matters.
Yeah, that's...
Truth does matter. It is.
Yeah, you guys know that they said they lost all the evidence of the moon landing? You wanna know why? Because they didn't go to the moon, bro. It's very profound, I know. Oh, just literal miles long of telemetry data that would prove the moon landing's real has mysteriously disappeared. They're not hiding anything. Did you guys know that NASA worked with Nazis to take us to the moon, supposedly? It's declassified. They worked with... Did you know a Nazi took us to the moon? So people are like, how dare you question the moon landing? You're not a patriot. Bro, supposedly Nazis took us there. Were you not aware? His name is Werner von Braun, SS officer of the Nazi regime, put in charge of space exploration, and he's the one that took us to the moon. Nazis would never lie. You're not a patriot if you don't believe in Nazis. Are you nervous? Hey, let's go, Brandon. To fake the moon landing. Earth is not a planet. In a vacuum somewhere stranded. How dare you? You guys know the moon landing's fake and NASA can't go to space and it means to deceive in Hebrew and it's really stupid and fake and they just show you cartoons and admittedly work with Disney, which is an animation company that literally just makes fake stories up? That's not weird. Do you know NASA admits they worked with Nazis to take us to the moon? That's not weird. Did you know the Nazi that took us to the moon actually put Psalms 19:1 on his tombstone, which says that you can't go to space because there's a firmament over top of the earth? Uh-oh. This is weird. I wonder if all these people out here repping the Bible know what it says in the first book. Because it says that the Creator created a firmament to separate the heavenly waters from the earthly waters. Firmament comes from the Hebrew word rakia, meaning strong as bronze, beaten out strong as bronze. How does that mean an outer space vacuum? So do we conform to what men say, or do we actually believe what the scriptures say? Oh, sorry, I'm that guy. Anyway, hey, did you guys know that the moon landing was fake? You didn't know that? The moon landing was fake, bro. The reason it's important is because that same exact federal agency called NASA still lies to you about everything regarding the Earth and where you live and where you can go. So, anyway, how dare you? Hey, did you guys know that the moon landing was fake? Moon landing was fake. I hate to be the guy that breaks it to you, but it wasn't real. It was a made-up story. That's why they took JFK out before the 8-year deadline, because they knew they were going to have to lie about it.
So wait, you're telling me the Earth is not spinning?
That's right, the Earth doesn't spin, it's stationary.
But I saw a video of the Earth spinning, and I saw the globe, so it must be real, right?
Wow, you saw a video of the globe spinning?
Yeah, and I see a globe in a classroom, so the Earth is a spinning ball, right?
Oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. If you have it in a classroom, it has to be true, right?
Yeah, so how did they prove the Earth is spinning?
Magic. They didn't prove the Earth is spinning. This is the proof the Earth's spinning. You just can't tell it's spinning, it feels like it's not. Literally, that's science, bro. Trust the science. Trust the science. Get 17,000 injections. Trust the science. So, what's the scientific evidence that we're moving? This is literally it. The theory of relativity says you can't tell it's moving. It feels like it's still. You can treat it like it's stationary, and you'll never be able to prove it's moving. That's what Einstein said. Have you guys ever considered that the Earth isn't spinning? Have you ever even thought about it? Have you ever thought about the fact they teach you you're spinning 1,000 miles per hour, but you've never felt it? Have you ever thought about it? Of course not. Who thinks of it? Well, guess what? The Earth's not spinning. You can ask the military. Go for it. What? 20 bucks. Yeah. I don't have much cash. Unless someone has Cash App, I can give you 100 bucks, but I'll give you 20 bucks if you can get 3 basic questions about the Earth right. 20 bucks, free to play. You want to try? Alright, let's do it. 20 bucks. Alright. What's your name, buddy?
Denzel.
Denzel, what's up, bro? Awesome. Alright, so, according to what we're taught, how many times does the Earth spin every day?
How many times? One time?
One time, that's right. That's right. Okay, we'll do this one. How fast do they say that the Earth spins at the equator?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Ain't it like 1,600 miles per hour or something like that?
It's 1,000, but it's close enough. I won't excommunicate you.
Okay.
We'll act like you didn't get it wrong. All right, so trying to think of one that's not too hard. Okay, how big do they say the Earth is in miles?
In miles? Ooh.
The circumference. Yeah, all the way around the globe.
All the way around. Damn, I don't know that one. I'm gonna guess 160,000 miles or 160 million miles.
Jeez. 24,000.
24,000? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Thanks for playing, bro. Yeah, you know what the truth is, though? The Earth's not a ball, it's not spinning, and no one's ever been to outer space.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
Check it out, bro.
So when you see the ocean, it's flat.
Let me grab you a card for the app. There you go. It's a few of them, bro.
All right.
That's an app. Yeah, it's cool, bro. Check it out.
Got YouTube and shit?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
bet. All right.
All right, bro. In a row.
The Daytona 500 is done.
Let's go, Brandon. They faked the moon landing. I love it.
The 20 bucks is good.
Hey, you better account for that Earth spinning, girl. You're gonna fall. Hey, anyway, you guys know how they're about to be on this racetrack going in circles? That's what the sky does, and the Earth's in the center of that. Maybe that'll click with this. How dare you?
So the Earth doesn't orbit the sun. This has been debunked. The sun moves over top of the Earth exactly as we observe.
Keep spreading the truth. God bless. Thank you very much, America's Silver Patriot.
Do the 20.
What?
I do the $20.
Hey, you guys want to try to win $20? You can get 3 questions right about the Earth. Free throw.
I know, let's go.
Okay. How many times does the Earth spin every day? Once. How big is the Earth in miles for circumference? What kind of question is that? How big is the Earth you think is real because they gave you cartoons? That seems like
127 million miles.
24,000. Yeah. And guess what? I'm gonna have to hit you with you. 24,000 miles is not that big. If it's a ball, it has to curve at a certain rate. It doesn't. I hate to be that guy. The Earth's flat. Earth's flat, bro. Earth's flat, bro. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. No, it's not. It's a ball that's spinning 1,000 miles per hour. I just can't fill it. And the horizon's horizontal, but it's actually curving. These planes are actually flying over a spinning ball. Oh, this is where I gotta be respectful to the B system, or I'm a bad guy. I guess this is the national anthem. I'm not gonna be disrespectful because my dad would hit me in the mouth. So.
A second. Well, we should bring up the planes though after this. How the hell are they flying? And the Earth is spinning faster than the sound.
So everyone stopped on cue like some zombies. Yeah. What? Yeah, everyone just stopped because they're about to do the national anthem. I thought we weren't supposed to take oaths. I thought we didn't take oaths. Oh, I guess we'll throw that out. That part of the Bible's inconvenient. I see, I can't help it. Like, my style is gonna trigger people. Like, I can't. What's up, chat? We're gonna chat with you. Huge outdoor streeting, activism. There's tons of activism here, yeah. Kai was kind of tripping, but she saw all these people here. She's like, oh, we're good. We'll turn the brightness up. Oh, it's already turned up. Sorry about earlier. I was trying to get it where I'd have Rockfin and YouTube, and I could have like the StreamYard. And dude, it just started glitching out. And I would have full bars, and it might be because there's a lot of people here. It might not. I don't know. So good to see this happening, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you guys. No one's ever been to the moon this week, and so that's actually not what they told you it is. Because I asked my teacher, how come I never get real pictures of other planets? How come they're always cartoons? Because Disney gives me better cartoons than this. If they're really planets, shouldn't I be able to see more pictures of them? No. You go back to sleep and be a good slave. How dare you? You're not allowed to question the government. Even though a lot of you guys are questioning the government being really rebellious out here breathing right now.
How dare you?
How dare you breathe that oxygen? You better get scared. You better get scared. 5'2" Fauci told you to be scared.
Can't open this.
How dare you?
Don't want to rape everybody's ears.
Let's go, Brandon. They faked the moon landing. The Earth is not a planet. Lost in space, stranded. I don't know. You ruined it. Oh yeah. Like, why does everyone stop? It's just a dude talking. Oh, they're introducing the
Yeah,
racers.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh man. Oh, we better show reverence. You should ask your teachers how come when they tell you stories about space, they never show you real pictures. Just raise your hand and say, hey, can I get some real pictures and not just cartoons? And they will say, you be quiet. You believe these cartoons, and you better worship them. They're named after gods. Tell who? Oh yeah. If you guys don't know, you know that we are getting married March 18th. You're married in the eyes of the Creator, and in that sense, we already are. Well, we want to celebrate with our family. So 2 days later is the spring equinox, and we're gonna, any flat earthers that want to come hang out around Fort Myers, we're gonna have like a get together to chill with you guys. Congrats, thank you. Yeah, I guess I'll keep her.
He's a lucky guy.
Oh man.
Okay.
Hold the mic further from your mouth, brother. All right. In a world where no one knows. It's hard to make it loud. This mic sucks. But if anyone wants to give me the $400 needed for the little headset that's real good, I mean. Hey, do you guys know the moon landing was not real? Don't make it weird, bro. Yeah, that's why it's in black and white and super choppy and never been back. You know why they can't go back? Because they never went, dude. It's hard to go somewhere you can't go. Well, NASA admits they can't go back, so that's weird. NASA also means to deceive in Hebrew. So, whatever. To lift up and to deceive. Probably a coincidence. As they name all the planets over after other gods. Did you know it was prophesied that in the end people would begin to actually worship the planets? Wow, it's crazy. It's almost like the Bible was right. Because they named them after gods and called them heavenly bodies and worshiped them. No big deal. No big deal. Go back to sleep. The Bible says that the earth's the center of everything and that there was a firmament placed over top of it, strong as bronze, that separates the heavenly waters from the earthly waters. And over like 50 times it says the earth's immovable and fixed on foundations. How's that work on a spinning ball going around through space and empty nothingness where we all came from apes? Something's not adding up. What? But we'll give you $20 if you can get 3 questions right about the earth. $20 free to play. $20. How dare you? Anyway, they lie to you about what the earth is. No, the government lies, but not NASA. You sound hella weird to me, bro. The government lies about everything, but not NASA. The CIA started wars all around the world and is the #1 trafficker of drugs, and then they just locked up everyone in America that sold the drugs that they brought in here. The FBI is the most corrupt establishment ever, but not NASA. NASA is the one federal agency that never lies, except for the moon landing, except for when they worked with Nazis, except for whenever they literally changed all their temperature data and said that there was global warming and they changed it all the way back to the 50s. Why are they changing temperatures all the way back to the 50s? It's almost like they're political or something. Yeah, NASA's so legitimate that they lie every time they say anything. Hey, if you want a real red pill, Google real pictures of satellites in space. Tell me how many pages you have to scroll to stop seeing cartoons. There are no real pictures of satellites in space because there are no real satellites in space. There is no outer space. What they did was, there's something called, there's an abyss, okay? The scriptures tell you there's an abyss. All they did was invert it and say it's in space. Empty nothingness, that's cold. You're unimportant, you're gonna die. Asteroid's gonna come hit you. Hey, you guys wanna know what the rainbow is? Do you guys know what the rainbow is? What does the rainbow show us? Why did the Creator give us the rainbow? It was a promise that He would never flood the earth again, right? How does that make sense? What does a rainbow have to do with flooding the earth? You want to know why it makes sense? Because the rainbow is showing you the container over top of the earth called the firmament. It's a reflection. It has 7 colors because the scriptures tell you that the firmament has 7 layers. Yeah, suck it in.
Mind-blowing.
So when you see the rainbow, it's literally showing you the container over top of the earth is still intact, so it literally cannot be flooded again. And if you read your Bible again, you might see where it says to flood the earth, He opened up the heavenly gates. If you think that the Bible is some crazy fairy tale, you might want to stop listening to men and maybe go read the Hebrew and pray yourself and not go to buildings that take your money. And if you think you came from rocks, you might want to rethink your entire worldview. That's ridiculous. And if you think that rocks turned into fish that grew some feet that then decided to turn into monkeys that turned into humans, you might need to go to the doctor.
Who wants to win $20 if you can answer 3 questions about the globe Earth? $20.
Gratitude. Thank you, bro. Thank you, America.
Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Let's see.
So is a quarter.
Why is the ocean flat? Why does water seek its level above sea level? See, high elevation, that means water is
Wait.
level everywhere.
So he said the ocean's not flat. Why is it called sea level? Crickets. Better just go back and praise your race car drivers. Hey, and why is it called sea level? How do we get elevations if assuming it's flat then?
Why do you use water for a level? If water curves, that would be a terrible. I can't speak. That would be a terrible level. Water doesn't curve. That's why it's called sea level. You use sea level to determine elevation. So what does that mean? The water is telling you that it's not curving, that sea is actually level. So that means the surface underneath must also be not curving.
Hey, you guys know how the ocean's right over there? Well, when you look at the ocean, you see the horizon. You know why it's called a horizon? Because it's horizontal. That's literally where the word comes from. Does horizontal mean curving? I'll give anyone here $1 million in Bitcoin that I don't have if you can go out and show me the horizon curving. Go out to the ocean and show me the horizon curving. And by the way, if you come with some lens that imposes curvature with your GoPro, it doesn't count. It's not curving, bro. The Earth's not moving, bro. So by the way, if you guys claim to believe in the scriptures to anyone here, and at the same time you think that the scriptures are literally wrong about everything, you don't actually believe in the scriptures. I hate to break it to you. And if you think that men are more knowledgeable about the earth that the Creator made than the Creator himself, then you don't believe in the Creator. And it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter what you wear, it doesn't matter where you go every week, it doesn't matter how pretty your building is, none of that matters. It's just like a lot of people know evolution's fake. Okay, you can't say evolution's real and the Bible's real. You can't say, oh, the earth's a spinning ball in a vacuum of nothingness and nothing's protecting us and everything the Bible says about the earth is wrong and the Bible's real. That literally doesn't make sense.
Well, why does the Bible say the earth shall not move? It shall be immovable. That's the problem if they tell you it's spinning 66,000 miles per hour around the sun. That doesn't make any sense. Also, how come the earth was created and on the fourth day he created the sun? What was the earth going around until the fourth day? That doesn't make any sense.
I'll tell you what.
What's up? Amazing love. Yeah, so if we're revolving around the sun, but he didn't make the sun till the fourth day, then how's that work? That's weird. Hey, you know when in Joshua, he made the sun stop moving? Did he say that he made the earth stop moving, or did he make the sun stop moving? Well, I hate to break it to you, if the sun stopped moving and the earth was going around it, everyone would instantly die. Yeah, he made the sun stop.
The sun is moving.
Yeah, that means the sun's moving over top of you. They say the sun's sitting still. You know how you see it move every day? Science says it's actually sitting still. Yeah, suck it in. But anyway, the only reason I grabbed the mic is she brought up 66,000. So have you guys ever heard of the number 666? Does that sound familiar, the number 666? Okay, well NASA means to deceive in Hebrew. And let's check out if there's any way some satanic people might have lied about the earth. If they would, what would they have done? Maybe they would put their satanic number on it, right? Okay, let's see. So the circumference of the earth is 24,901 miles. That's 6 times 6 times 600. Probably a coincidence. The curvature rate of the earth is 0.666 feet per mile squared. Probably a coincidence. It's also going around the sun 66,600 miles per hour. Probably a coincidence. It uses gravity, discovered in 1666. And guess what it is? 666 newtons, or 6.66. Guess where the North and South Arctic circles are on this magic globe? 66.6 degree latitude. It keeps going. What's the diameter of the moon? 2,160. 6 times 6 times 60. How bright is the sun from Venus? 666 times brighter than the Earth. What's the longest a female astronaut's ever been in space? 666 days. You can't even make it up. They're literally showing you that it's a satanic lie. But they know that you just won't inform yourself, but that doesn't matter.
And they made the lie about outer space and all of these lights in the sky being planets that you can go to because they want to trick you into thinking that the Earth is not special. Because their main message is that there's billions of other Earths. And that the vacuum of space is infinite. And you're just a little speck of dust. They don't want you to actually know that you were created. And that the Earth is geocentric. It is the center stage. And the stars are merely the audience.
They're probably why we're here. So you guys know who the author of confusion is? Have you ever heard of the author of confusion? Okay, so is the creator the author of confusion? No, that's Satan, right? Of the opposition, the enemy. Yeah, the author of confusion. Now, if you believe that the earth is what they told you, and it's only been thought of for about 100 years, by the way. No, Google said 2000. So just think about this. So the creator made you to where you experience the earth completely stationary. He told you it's completely stationary, but actually it's spinning 1,000 miles per hour and your eyes and senses just trick you. Oh, it sounds like the author of confusion. I'm sorry, I can't take anyone serious if they bring up the scriptures, if they can't defend the scriptures from the first book. The very first book. Oh, there. Do I?
$20.
Oh, yeah. We're offering anybody here $20 if you can get 3 elementary questions right about the earth.
$20.
$20. It's way better when they hear you say it.
Who wants
the audio good?
$20? All you have to do is answer 3 simple questions about the globe Earth. $20. Let's see if you're smarter than a 5th grader. $20, guys. What have you got to lose? Show that you're smarter than 2 dumb flat earthers. 3 questions, get them right, you get $20. 3 questions, $20. Answer 3 questions about the globe Earth.
But hey, if I will say this, if you think we're crazy, because look, the earth is flat, bro. Now I know you think I'm crazy now, right? Okay, but here's the point. If you don't know anything about the globe, and I'm supposedly crazy for not believing in the globe like you do, isn't that pretty unfounded? How can you say that I'm crazy? You don't know what you believe in yet. It's like someone preaching the Bible, but they didn't read Genesis. I don't really feel the need to take it very serious, right? So what I encourage you to do is don't blindly believe everything that the power structure told you, but more importantly, you need to start questioning a whole bunch of things you thought were basically like taken for granted.
Oh, they're back. $20.
$20. Earth's round? So are quarters. Hey, have you ever measured the surface of the earth to curve?
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll give you $1 million, you can prove it. Oh, that got real awkward. Oh. Why are you just gonna lie, bro? You know lying's bad for your spirit, right? You have measured the earth. That's crazy because we have an observation measuring 300 miles without curvature. I wish I could go where you went. It must have been a magic area. It must have been where physics starts being defied and little fairies come. Sorry, that's why I can't. How dare you?
I don't talk to men wearing super short shorts. Shorts are really short.
Yeah, those shorts might be cutting off some circulation, bro. In a world. The moon landing's fake. No one's been to outer space. When they lie to you about planets and show you cartoons, they're all fake. Just ask your teacher, hey, can I get a real picture of planets instead of cartoons? And it'll get really quiet because they don't exist. The earth is flat. Just like that ocean water out there. Yeah, just like the horizon's horizontal. The earth's also not moving. The earth doesn't move and it's flat and it's the center of everything that exists. You can scientifically prove it. They just know they dumbed down society enough that they don't have to do anything but give them bread and circuses. And some people are waking up. Let's rush out some injections. See, I wanted to go super hard and like talk about everything and just delete the YouTube stream and have the rock fin. And then they just like, dude, they wouldn't let me do it. Yay, let's all pray. You want to sing, Carrie? I know what, babe. Hey, do you know the moon landing was fake, bro? Moon landing's fake, bro. Have you ever watched it? Do what? You're good? No, that doesn't answer that question. That's weird. It's a weird answer. You're good? Me too, bro. Actually, no man is good. No man is good, not even the Messiah. So. How dare you? Well, what's it gonna do? Should we just take the mic and just go up there, like with it on my shoulder, and make us kick them out? No, just kidding.
We go right up there.
I got to do glow busters. Oh, in like a few minutes. I mean, I told him I might be a little late. Yeah. Hey, you guys know the moon landing was fake?
What?
Moon landing was fake. The moon landing?
Oh, I don't know.
It's fake, bro. Yeah. You know they can never go. They've never been to outer space. That's all fake. All right, you check it out, bro. They admitted they worked with Nazis, so that should be a good first step to maybe not trusting them, huh? Do you guys know the moon landing was fake? Yeah. And do you not think it's weird we've never been back? It's been 50 years, bro. You know why they haven't been back? Because you can't go there. The moon's not something you can land on. That's dumb. It's a light. It's plasma, probably. In a row. No, they went to the moon in 1969. They just can't go back because technology gets way better with every other facet of our lives, but somehow it just regressed and got some incredibly way worse over 50 years when it comes to the moon landing, so we can't go back. Makes sense. How dare you?
What, I'm trying to remember the words. It's like, I've never been a fan of the best rapper, but they give the Moon Man award to the best actor. Why is that?
Guess we must go straight to the source. Let's ask NASA. How do you explain the occurrence of lunar waves?
Huh?
Why don't we see one half of the lunar phase?
What?
Why do we see air bubbles you view in space? Why is it so important to light of the human race? Million-mile internet that travels light years, but they can't show a space shuttle re-enter the atmosphere.
Okay.
To blast off, you gotta practice Freemasonry.
An acronym that stands for Not a Space Agency. Yep, NASA stands for Not a Space Agency.
It also stands for Never a Straight Answer. Yeah. No, the government's really corrupt and they lie. Let's go Donald Trump, drain the swamp, except for NASA. NASA's good. Drain the swamp, Donald Trump, except for NASA. Let's play Space Force. Is it a swamp or is it not a swamp? I don't get it. Why was Hillary Clinton on the second row of Donald Trump's wedding? I thought they hated each other. This is weird. I've never gotten an answer, by the way, in any major city that supports Trump. Hey, if Trump hates Hillary, why was she on the second row of his wedding?
Good question.
If Trump's draining the swamp, why did he get billed out for $4.8 billion by the Rothschilds?
The Rothschilds? I know that name.
Let's go, Brandon. They faked the moon landing. Lost in space, stranded. Oh yeah, get it, girl. Hey, do you know that the moon landing was fake? Don't make it weird. That's why they've never been back. You know, NASA actually says they can't go back. Did you know that? I'd go back to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we destroyed that technology. It's a painful process to rebuild it back again. Don Pettit, verbatim quote. That's just a world-renowned astronaut at NASA, but I must be a conspiracy theorist for quoting him. You can't go to the moon. That's why they've never been to the moon. You can't go to outer space. It's all fake. You think they went to the moon in the 60s? They just haven't been able to go back yet? And I'm the conspiracy theorist. Same legit.
But they're going to go back this year, I think. I mean, they pushed it back like 50 times, and we give them $60 million a day. And, you know, if we're giving them that much money of ours, they should be definitely doing stuff, right? I mean,
wait.
Right?
We give them how much money?
NASA gets $60 million of our money every single day. And they put forth the crappiest CGI I've ever seen. They're like, oh, we landed on an asteroid. Here's a black and white picture with all black and just one little white dot, and here you guys go. Science, bro.
Yeah, the only pretty pictures that come from NASA are cartoons. And that's what NASA says. Have you guys ever seen a real picture of the Earth from space? You think you have. So how about you pull your little nifty phone out? It's 2022. There's no excuses. You got Google. All right, look up the blue marble, the most famous picture of the Earth from space. Then go to NASA and see what they said. They said it's a cartoon. They said it's a CGI composite image. It is not real. Oh, why didn't they tell you that when they showed you the picture? Why don't we have real pictures of the Earth if I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist and the Earth's a ball and we've been to space? Why don't we have real pictures? Oh, it doesn't matter. I can just call you names and then the Earth starts spinning. You know why there's no real pictures of the Earth from outer space? Because no one goes to outer space, bro. Don't make it weird. It's just a weirdo story, you know? Who even thinks they can do something like that? Who looks up at the sky and is like, let's go land on that light? It's stupid. Hey, you guys know the sun and the moon are the same size, but NASA says that the sun is 400 times the size of the moon. Just coincidentally exactly 400 times further away, so they look like they're the same size. That's a cool story. I thought I was a conspiracy theorist.
There's also something in science called the inverse square law, which essentially means as you get farther away from something bright, it gets less bright. Well, if that's the case with the moon, then why is the moon so dull and dark and dusty when they're on the moon? But then when you see the moon from Earth, it looks really bright. A full moon, you can see things in the dark with. They literally can't explain this. Why? Because they can't go to the moon. The moon is just a light in the sky. It is not a physical, solid object that you can land a rocket on.
Hey, if when you were growing up you were lied to about the moon landing, do you have an obligation to tell the truth to your children, or just because you have cognitive dissonance as a grown adult and you want to believe in black and white fairy tales, you just keep lying to the next generation? For any of us here who are talking about the scriptures, maybe you should read what happens whenever you keep passing on lies down through your generations. Just say the Creator's not too happy with it. So anyway, let's go, Brandon. They faked the moon landing. Let's go, Brandon. They faked the moon landing. How dare you? Don't you take my let's go, Brandon. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's go, Brandon. Fake the moon landing.
Earth is not a planet.
Lost in space, stranded. Speak their language, Austin.
What in?
Earth is not a ball. Don't make it weird. Do you guys know the moon landing's fake and NASA lies about everything and they used to work with Nazis admittedly, and if you still believe in NASA then you're a little behind the curve, bro. Earth's not real? Mars? Not sure what you said, but everything they show you in outer space is literally admittedly just a CGI. So, CGI composite cartoons. Are we adults or do we still believe in cartoons? I guess Superman's real too. That's weird. This guy can't be right. There's no way. If the Earth was flat, you'd fall off the edge. So you're one of those crazy, stupid flat earthers, and I'm way smarter than you. I don't know anything about it, but I know you're wrong. So if the Earth was flat, wouldn't you fall off the side?
Can you fall off the edge of a lake?
No.
Hey, you can't fall off the edge. It's contained.
Oh, so it's like a shoreline. So when you say, so basically what you're saying is when I said, you're so dumb, you'd fall off the Earth. Really, what you're saying is that I was being dumb because you can't fall off of like a shoreline.
Exactly.
This is awkward. I'm sorry.
That shoreline contains all the water on Earth.
Oh man, will we be able to go see this shoreline?
Well, it's really difficult. It's called Antarctica.
Oh. So we can't, well, let's just, all you flat earthers that are so stupid, why don't you just go check and see?
Well, there's something called the Antarctic Treaty.
What is that?
It was founded in 1970-something, I think?
1958.
1958, and...
Or 59.
1959, and it prohibits, the average citizen from going.
Oh, so there's a treaty that says no one in the world can privately explore Antarctica? That's not weird. That's totally normal. You must be a conspiracy theorist. Did you know the Antarctic Treaty existed? No. Did you know that it was signed 1 year after the founding of NASA? No. Did you know that it's literally the biggest peace treaty and the longest lasting peace treaty in the history of mankind? Did you know that China agrees to it? I thought China was our enemy. This should really strike a chord with all the Republicans here. I thought China was our enemy. Why are we in a peace treaty with them for over 6 decades? Yeah, there's not an answer. I don't blame you. So the reason is because they want you to argue about, oh man, China's going to get you, better be scared. Oh man, right versus left, black versus white, Trump versus Biden, Trump versus Hillary Clinton, even though they chilled together at his wedding. Oh man, oh fight. Be scared of Russia. You better be scared of Russia. Oh, never mind, be scared of China. But the truth is, all these countries work together and they all say that their populations cannot go to Antarctica. It's a big circle drawn around you. You're not allowed to go there. Oh, that's a coincidence. It would prove the Earth's a globe. It would prove that the Earth is flat, but you can't go there. So that's how we know it's a globe. Yeah. You got smokes flat right there. Give me some.
Okay. How come we see the same stars and they never change? I know you're a ball spinning through the vacuum of space and it's like a traffic jam of planets and the sun and nebulas. Why do we have the same stars though? They never change.
Yeah, you can look up time-lapse of star trails. They all just do perfect circles for all recorded history around Polaris, the North Pole Star. How's that work? I thought we were spinning 1,000 miles per hour, gyrating on a 23.4 degree tilted axis going around the sun 66,600 miles per hour as the sun shoots 500,000 miles per hour through space carrying us with it, and then the galaxy goes 1.3 million miles per hour. Oh, for thousands of years the stars do the same exact thing and just reset every single year. Seems legit.
Yeah, that's pretty weird that we literally have the same constellations like the Big Dipper, and we're zooming through the vacuum of space, all this movement, and you can see the Big Dipper every single night.
The cops wanted to come watch us.
In the northern hemisphere. That's pretty weird. Also, it's pretty weird that water always seeks its level. Water is found in levels. When you go to this beautiful Daytona beach, you see the water is flat and level. That's why they call it sea level. And then from sea level, you can get elevation. Okay, and you use elevation, you calculate the distance from the sea to a mountain. And that's how you get elevation. Well, that assumes that all the oceans are at the same level. And all the oceans can only be at the same level if the Earth itself is not curving. Shocker.
Wow, that's crazy. You must be.
It's doing.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta stop. My dad would hit me in the mouth.
I didn't even realize until.
What's up, baby?
Still there. And our ball.
Just so you know, no, I'm not sitting here with my hand on my heart praising the beast system, taking oaths that are weird. But my dad taught me better than to disrespect him. Look at the planes, you missed them, babe. They were pretty dope. Look, they're gonna kill. Oh, do you guys see them?
Notice how you see those trails in the sky? Those shouldn't be able to catch up with the Earth. And the Earth is moving underneath them. Same with a drone. You can hover a drone. You draw an X on the sidewalk. You should be able to hover a drone and watch the Earth slowly spin underneath the drone, because now the drone is not attached to the spinning reference frame. It's in the inertial reference frame. So you should actually see the Earth spin away from the drone, but the drone will just stay right over the X. The Earth is stationary.
Yeah, that's why they're called planes, because they fly over a plane. That's why there are declassified military documents by the dozens that say the only way you could ever even design any blueprint to make a plane is to assume the model of a flat, non-rotating surface beneath it. It doesn't account for any dip in curvature, because if it did, everyone would die. It doesn't account for the Earth spinning, because if it did, everyone would die. The military admits the Earth is flat. There's something called electromagnetic propagation over a flat Earth, declassified military documents about building ground weapon systems to take out a target acquirement up to hundreds of miles. It has to assume the Earth is flat for the horizontal propagation of the EMF to reach the target. That's just a coincidence. The military, when people's lives are at stake, have to assume the Earth is flat and spend millions of dollars making technology that only work if the Earth is flat, and then go and use it successfully, but the Earth's a ball. Seems legit.
If the Earth was actually spinning, you wouldn't need an airplane. You could just get in a hot air balloon and be in New York and wait for Paris to spin underneath to you. But if you get in a hot air balloon, Paris ain't coming. Because the Earth doesn't actually move. Everything that you use the Earth for is for a flat, stationary topographical plane.
We'll fly smacking cops, yo. Over.
Also, okay, let's talk about gas. There's something in physics called the Second Law of Thermodynamics. That means high pressure wants to go to low pressure. So I have a little example. Somebody was smoking a cigarette in the car with the windows up, and they rolled the windows down. All that gas to disperse outside of the car. High pressure goes to low pressure. Same if you pop a helium balloon, all the air that's in the balloon, once you pop the balloon, you separate the container. That gas inside disperses in all directions. It's called entropy. Well, why doesn't the gas here, why does it disperse into the vacuum of space? Because outer space is just simply lower pressure. It's almost nothingness. So gas loves to disperse into nothingness, but it doesn't. That's how we know there is no vacuum of space.
And the only reason they even said there was a vacuum of space is because to say that the Earth is a tiny speck of dust out in the middle of nowhere, those lights have to be thousands of light years away because the stars never change. They just keep on resetting. So they have to be so far away that you wouldn't see them change. For them to be that far away, they have to be in a vacuum. It's the only way. They did not go measure the vacuum. They came up with an idea of the Earth being a ball. The only way it could exist is if there was nothing around us. Of course, nothing doesn't exist, and like she said, it couldn't sit next to pressure. That's dumb.
Well, and if rockets can go to space, so can your oxygen, honey. But your oxygen doesn't. Gas doesn't go to outer space. That's why we have gas cycles. The carbon cycle, the nitrogen cycle.
Let's go, Brandon. They faked the moon landing. Don't get it twisted, bro. I don't like Trump either. Your shirt's kind of funny. It's too small. Well, I mean, I thought Trump was cool until I found out he was on the second row of Hillary Clinton's wedding and got bailed out by the Rothschilds for $4.8 billion and then said, I'm so against this word I can't say on YouTube, I'll get taken off. And then all of a sudden he goes around bragging about how he took it, and he tells everyone else he should take it. And look, here's my daughter taking it. Here's my son taking it. It's the best thing ever done ever in the history of mankind. So I probably shouldn't trust that guy. I'm just going to go out on him. No, that's our savior. You got to praise him.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. One more time. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. You've been singing truth bombs this whole time and didn't even really know what you were saying. Space is made in a Hollywood basement. The boundary of space is space. It's a realm that doesn't exist. It's like Narnia. It's like Narnia. You can't go to Narnia because it's made in a Hollywood studio, just like you can't go to outer space. So, okay, we're in Florida. Where are they sending those rockets, though? Flat Earther, where are they sending those rockets?
Well, I document all the time. Rockets just go up and come back down over the water. Wow. That's how you never go into outer space, that they literally just start going down. No, they're going around the ball spinning, I promise.
Wait, and you're saying that they shoot them off in Florida, in Titusville, and then they happen to just go right over the Bermuda Triangle, which nobody's supposed to sail over, right? That's kind of convenient, and every time they shoot a rocket, it's always over the ocean. And if they were going to dispose of it, that would be a pretty convenient place, because we've only ever explored 1% of the ocean, right?
Yeah, and yo, we checked the air, bro. It's good. We checked the air. It's good. I'll check it live. Whoa, it's so good. It's wild. Wild, bro. It's been 2 years, bro. Let it go. It's over. All right, anyway, yeah. But isn't that funny that they shoot the rockets over towards the Bermuda Triangle where no one can go? It's way too dangerous. No one can go because you see a whole bunch of rockets in the ocean. Yeah, and the person that made the rocket to take us to the moon, he said, you have to have a rocket the size of the Empire State Building. No, we just go all the time now. We shoot rockets all the time. We went to the moon, we can't go back though. Well, that's science. Science gets better with time, so in 50 years we can't do what we used to. Now we shoot rockets into water. Science.
We're always shooting satellites into space, but if you Google real pictures of satellites, you'll never see one in space. It's all cartoons.
Hey, did you know that's actually bad for you, dude? Like, we checked the air, bro. We checked the air. It's still good. I'll check it live, bro. You see that? It's crazy, bro. And when you exhale toxins. That's like how you were designed to exist. And also, the people that first told you to be scared of the air told you that those cloth masks don't even do anything. I gotta watch what I say. YouTube will literally kick me off. I couldn't read CDC word for word. I'd get kicked off YouTube. You stay back, YouTube. How dare you? Most people here are breathing now, so we gotta go. I think we're gonna wrap this up. We were flat smacking. The cops came and pulled up, and so we flat smacked.
Can you sing our song one more time?
Sure. We're gonna sing the song and get out of here because I gotta go get on Glowbusters.
So yeah, guys, research flat Earth, but don't use Google. Research flat Earth the right way. Use DuckDuckGo, baby. DuckDuckGo. And if flat Earth was so stupid, why would they have to hide it? Why would they have to hide it?
Wait, you're saying they censor flat Earth? That's crazy. No way. Oh, I did see that one video where they literally admitted in Congress, in court, that they censor flat Earth. And why would you have to do that? That's like how they censored the whoop you up. Take the million, just take 17. I mean, they're so safe that they're not. They're so effective they don't work. Oh, you might have AIDS now. Ladies and gentlemen, that would be a possible nickname.
Well, you know, it's also really funny. The Earth is supposedly spinning faster than the speed of sound. That's hilarious.
Science. Yeah, we're gonna do colleges. That's what we're doing. All right, we gotta get out of here though. I gotta jump on Glowbusters. We're gonna do this song one more time. Oh, sorry. How dare you? All right, thank you guys for hanging out.
The Earth is flat.
The Earth is flat. The Earth is flat. Oh, yeah.
Running through the cities in the last of days. Gotta face the truth, it's just a parade. Picking up the public time to liberate. No, you're doing great when they start to hate.
Stockholm Syndrome, they got me fighting with the slaves. But how they about to face the truth when they can't show their face? How the system don't control me, yeah, the beast is getting slayed. Austin got the power, they look sour, OBA, but I'm about my father business. When they see gon' get this praise, I ignore you, cause the Torah, only thing that I obey. I ain't with the social distancing, but I'ma need my space. They be boring me with quarantine, so stay up in your place.
Of days, gotta face the truth, this is the masquerade. Taking up the private time to liberate. No, you're doing great when they start to hate. In a world,
Sorry. All right. In closing, just so you guys know, look, it's not a big deal. They lied about pretty much everything. They lied about almost every war. They lied about what medicine you're supposed to take. They've made any type of natural remedy to anything illegal. Diet is the number one thing that keeps you healthy. That's why they only give you processed genetically modified organisms. So start eating healthy, drink some water, breathe some oxygen. So probably shouldn't be wearing a mask because that probably prohibits your ability to breathe. I don't know, just thinking about how it sits in front of your mouth and that's what you breathe through. But anyway, also get some sunshine. Don't stay in your house. Getting sun, getting air, drinking water, being healthy. That's how you stay healthy. Okay, we don't need the daddy government to come give us all kinds of crazy stuff they made in a lab, and I'll just take 17,000 of them, and it might change who you are as a human, but you better do it or you can't keep your job. So you should probably wake up before it's too late if you guys didn't realize the government's trying to take over. And this plane is flying over a flat Earth. That's actually pretty cool. That was dope. Look, a lifetime demonstration of the Earth being flat. Oh, they're going in circles like the stars. Alright, anyway, I just wanted you guys to know they're going to come out with a digital tracking system. It may take a couple years, depends on how much everyone's obedient. But they're coming out with a digital tracking system, and everything that you buy, sell, or trade will be in that tracking system. So if you don't realize what the government's doing, you should re-examine. I actually don't think that they can take over super fast because I think they've underestimated the amount of kickback they'll get within the system itself. Like I know people that are that serve that'll never ever come take my little marker. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. You know, hopefully you guys are on that same wavelength there, where you're not going to come ask for my passport or something. But this is Florida. It's pretty based. Earth is flat, it's not moving, they lied, it's the center of everything. You were created, the creator loves you, who cares about religion? Wake up before it's too late. Look like John drink the Kool-Aid. WitsitGetsIt on YouTube. Ask Yellowstone, they know. Alright guys, I gotta get out of here. Look at, sorry if the stuff wasn't that great of quality, we'll work on it. It was really hard to get it, really hard to get parking, really hard to get everything. So anyway, alright, speaking of parking, we gotta go. So thank you for kicking it. The beautiful Kai has, of course, crushed it per usual. Can't read the chat, but I love you guys anyway. Thanks for anyone that supported. I'm going to catch up with you on the flip side. Peace out.